Hello again, friends, fans, family of Farm of Life Costa Rica. Today we're going to talk about real estate because lots and lots of people come here interested in real estate. Costa Rica is now the #1 country with immigrants or immigration rate or something like that because of all the foreigners. 1/4 of the population now is foreigners living here. And a lot of our guests come because they're looking for intentional communities or they want to buy their own lot. And they usually end up disappointed with the intentional communities in the area because the ones around have animal husbandry and they eat meat, or they're 100% raw food, which maybe people don't want that either. And so then they start looking at lots, and I'm currently standing on a lot that's for sale. So here's the thing about the lots in Costa Rica and this region in the Diamante Valley, which we feel is a wonderful area to live. Diamante Valley, lots sell for about $10,000 an acre. That's the base rate. The minute you add on, I'm standing on what's called a plantel, which is a big flat area where you can build. The minute you add in plantels, views, waterfalls, rivers, in this case there's a pond, also source of spring water, which also this farm has. All of those are added features that will drive up the price. This farm also has hundreds of fruit trees already on it. Right in front of me is a mamachino. Further down there I see some mango, lots of little coconut trees. This big beautiful tree is called the ice cream bean. This farm is sold by for sale by one of our neighbors, a local Tico, who takes care of this farm on his free time. And it is probably 5 to 6 acres he's asking $80,000. He will do some financing, like a mortgage. It's called hipoteca. It has a beautiful building site right there. The one I'm standing on as well. It has a nice, really wooded area. It has this pond. It has up there in the woods a burst spring, the source of spring water. It's also maybe 100 meters, 200 meters from where there is an electrical source and a water source, like the Pueblo water supply, so you could bring those in if you want to. That's another thing to really consider when you're buying land in Costa Rica. You can buy a lot of land, but utilities is a huge ordeal. You have to think about the road, water, electric. You may not want to do electric. Cool. The farm you buy may have a burst spring on it, so then you have your own water source and you might have to pump it uphill, or it may be that you can just gravity feed the water to your home site. And then of course road, and sometimes you got to build a road. Sometimes it's already built for you. If a land has road, water, electric already on it, then that's going to cost more than $10,000 an acre as well. So that's the basics. I'm here showing this nice couple from Holland, this farm that we're on, and we're about to go to another farm, so I'll show you guys that one as well. Bye-bye. Okay, so we've now come to another farm that's for sale. And this one is also probably 5 acres. It's for sale for $50,000 because there's really nothing to it. It's this one plantel right here at the top, which is also right next to the road. You can see the car parked. And the road is pretty well rocked coming up to here, so it's a pretty decent road, but no electrical wires. You'd have to bring that in. No water from the Pueblo. You'd have to basically, there is a burst spring on this farm, so you'd have to maybe pump it uphill and get it to this planting site, which is at the top. This farm is like a perfect square, and so this front corner is where the road access is, where the building site is. That corner over there is where the spring is, and then it's all shrub though. So this is an interesting phenomenon that happens when you look at land in Costa Rica. It's jungle. Jungle just grows in, so you can't really see what you're looking at. You just they whack in trails that you can kind of walk and see some of it, and the rest of it you have to use your imagination. And then when you own, you'd have to, bring in workers to chop out the land and all the shrub so that you can see and decide what you want to do with it. That definitely happened to us. We couldn't see much of our land before we purchased it, and chopped it all out and got a real good sense for it before we decided how to develop it. So this is one of the trails that's been cut into this farm. This farm does not have very many mature fruit trees on it, but a few. The owner will do like financing. You get some of that when you're buying from, we call ourselves gringos. When you're buying from gringos, they usually can help you with financing. When you're purchasing from the locals, they may be able to do financing, or they may be able to do payment in 2 installments as opposed to an annual with interest kind of thing. And what else can I say? It's just an interesting experience buying land in Costa Rica. You have to get a lawyer. You have to make sure the land has been appropriately titled and registered with the government. Again, if you're buying from a gringo, no doubt that land is registered and sufficiently titled. If you're buying from the locals, it may not be. Costa Rica, many decades ago, just said to the people, go stick a stake in the ground and that's your land. And that's why they have this issue of land that's not titled, because people now want to sell land but realize they've not really registered it. So that just adds to the process if that happens. Takes some time, but you need a lawyer for sure. And you just have to open your mind, because you look at a piece of property like this, lots of slopes. I'm walking downhill. Most of Costa Rica is slopes, so it's hard to find flat land. It's a lot of lands for sale. Farms for sale have what's called a plantel, which is a flat area for building a home site, and then all around it would be steep slopes, as you're seeing on this farm we're at right now. This farm does have really nice views. You're down low in the bowl of this valley, but if you were to build a 2-story structure, the 2nd floor would probably get almost 360-degree views. It's looking back uphill. There's a lot to consider when you buy land here. If you want to buy here, you got to think about, do you want a house already on it? A lot of lots for sale have a typical Tico home on it for sale, like a cement box kind of structure. A lot of people are perfectly happy with that. Some people want, a bamboo eco-style home on it, or they don't want any home on it because they want to build their own structure based on their own wants and needs and desires, of course. And then, of course, do you want to view, if you buy land that does not have road, electric, water, then you have to add that on. In your mind, you have to know you could easily spend another $10,000 on the road, another $10,000 to build a sufficient water pump system and holding tank. Really depends on the size and your water needs. Same with electric, unless you want to do solar or something alternative, and those of course cost money as well. A lot of factors to consider, and this really video is to really stimulate your mind and get you to think about it. A lot of people show up here with a lot of questions, and we're happy to help you with your questions, and this is just to help you get started. Alright, adios, pura vida.